Holy crap. Free-for-all has always been my game mode and my favorite game mode in most, first-person shooters, but I did not expect free-for-all in Call of Duty Mobile to be so much freaking fun. I've literally been playing until my hands are numb. I'm EposVox and welcome back to Filthy Casual. I've grown up and become a workaholic and I'm no longer the hardcore gamer I once was. Instead, I'm just that, a filthy casual. Except, I've been going pretty hardcore into Call of Duty on a smartphone. Specifically, I've been playing on the ROG Phone 2 from Asus. It's got crazy fan on the back and air triggers and all this other stuff. It is a lot of fun. I have a review coming on it on the tech channel over at youtube.com/EposVox. But I've been playing the hell out of Call of Duty Mobile since it came out, and it's completely derailed my productivity. But the most fun I've had in the game so far has been in free-for-all. Frontline, domination, team deathmatch. I've done well in these modes. I've had a lot of fun in these modes, but I've never had quite the same, replication of the kind of pub stompy, just things are going mad, I'm making crazy plays kind of moments as I did in the console and PC versions of Call of Duty as I had in free-for-all. There's so many, moments where you have to react to pivoting to person to person to person, and equally a ton of moments where it's just super infuriating because you're on Nuketown and people are spawning right next to you over and over and over, and you never really leave the backyard of the one house that you're spawned on because that's where everybody's spawning. But I gotta say, free-for-all probably exemplifies kind of the best of a mobile Call of Duty kind of game due to the way that it's laid out. You don't have any issues with spawn protection. You do have a couple maps that aren't optimized for this, as I mentioned, but on the maps that do work well, you are running and gunning. You are truly in the, classic arcade twin stick shooting action. It's not a twin stick shooter, but the arcade classic Call of Duty experience, even with all the extra stuff. Like, this is what I've wanted out of Call of Duty Online that we never got here in the States, and from a Call of Duty 4 remaster that never really took off on PC. I really wish we got like a full formal PC release of this game instead of the emulator because, but if you do want to play it on PC, I do have a link to the Game Loop emulator, which is a great way to play it on PC, linked in the description below. It is official, released by Tencent, the developers of the game itself. I have a whole video on that as well, linked below. But free-for-all and the solos battle royale has always kind of been, even in PUBG, like solo battle royale was truly the mobile first-person shooter experience for me. But I wasn't as big of a fan because I still prefer, battle royale is all the current rage and what everybody wants these days. I still prefer a classic, objective or TDM kind of mode. And so a free-for-all deathmatch where I'm just running around, learning my guns, fighting the controls because mobile controls are still just hell, but just blasting people has been amazing, especially with the selection of maps available. You have maps from Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I believe there was a map or two from a couple other games. You've got such a wonderful selection of maps. A lot of guns that are super familiar from other games that I immediately, know what to do with, especially once you get all the attachments. And you've got a whole bunch of new weapons that you get to find out what actually do. I will say I have not really seen much grenade usage. I'm trying to use them as much as possible, but honestly, they're not really doing much. I did see a single round-winning kill cam that was a grenade kill, but otherwise, I'll get a few like lucky random nades, but they don't necessarily amount too much compared to, you know, normal Call of Duty 4 and World at War was like super grenade spam heavy. So the focus really should be on just running and gunning, and if you're having trouble with the aiming, especially if you don't have a phone that has the triggers like this ROG Phone 2 does, I would recommend really running with the grips and the stocks and the laser sights. That way you can just not even bother with ADSing. And just really focusing on shooting. Getting a secondary is useful. You can still knife even with it, so there's not much advantage to just running around with only your knife equipped. And really making sure you're using your ultimate ability, your little specialist perk. And for me, my favorite is still actually the Purifier. I have not unlocked a ton. The Scythe is pretty cool, and it's kind of annoying how the Scythe can be more accurate than most of the guns that I used, even kitted out with attachments. But the Purifier is really like, if you're gonna run in on a group of people or like third or fourth party, like a big engagement happening, running in with the flamethrower and just melting them all is a much smoother way to go than slowly walking in with the turret you have to charge up and hoping they don't shoot you first. Like, for whatever reason, I've just been 10 times more successful with the Purifier than the other one. I think I just unlocked a new specialist skill, but I haven't really looked at it. I'm roughly level 30 in the game and rank 61 on the battle pass. That's a big deal for me, even though there's already people who are way further unlocked. I've yet to see a nuke. People kept telling me there were nukes. You had to unlock them after level 25. I didn't get any notification that I unlocked it. I haven't seen a kill streak for it. I feel like I was lied to, but supposedly there's nukes in there. I haven't seen that yet. My streaks are always ended fairly quickly after I get, you know, a few loop throughs of them, simply because I end up fighting with the sticks. Like, a lot of people say, oh, you're just playing against bots, look how they move. A lot of the times when I die, I look like a bot. Like, I am, for whatever reason, the game just becomes unresponsive in some capacity, so I'm not aiming down sight even though I'm pressing the button, or my gun just stops shooting, or there's a delay on my shoot, or I just get so turned around because you don't have physical sticks you can reset on here. Your controls aren't really mapped where they're supposed to be, and so I'll just end up doing like a little shuffle trying to turn around and shoot someone, and I end up looking like a bot myself. So, yeah, but it's been a lot of fun. If you haven't tried it out, it's a little awkward to get to it. I'll hopefully have a little bit of screen recording footage of how you actually access the free-for-all event, but free-for-all is definitely the way to go in this game mode if you have any ounce of like skill to actually like hone in on, because if you're used to, there's no shame in that, but if you're used to leveraging your teammates, that may prove a little more difficult for you. But like, I got both the sense of like competition in that I really have to, in some situations, like actually try hard to win, but I also, you know, didn't feel like I was just getting beat to death and, you know, not really having a chance. Like, I had to try hard, but I was able to try hard and able to succeed at it, which is a real tough feeling, especially, like I said, when I'm juggling with the controls. So go check it out. Let me know what you think about Call of Duty Mobile in the description down below. Thank you for watching this episode of Filthy Casual. I'm Vox. Go check out Game Loop if you're wanting to play this on the PC. Link in the description below. Subscribe for more gaming videos. Let me know if you want to see more Call of Duty Mobile gaming videos on the channel, commentaries, or random clips. I've recorded like 50 gigabytes of footage of the game already. It's insane. I'm Vox. I think I already said that. I'll see you next time.